Hi. Hello. I think it's Monday? It should be Monday. Yeah. Hello. I'm very sleepy today. I would say I don't know why. Um, let's just say I didn't go to bed until like 4 and I woke up at 10. So I got like 6 hours of sleep kind of. Uh I was trying to go to bed last night and it wasn't working, so I started doing a bunch of like laundry and washing the clothes, and I took a shower, and I felt better afterwards, obviously, but I'm trying to gently shift my sleeping schedule back to something more reasonable. Because I've got some gears turning on something that might turn into a thing that will require me to start operating at typical human hours again. And I want to gently guide myself into that as opposed to just going for it one night and having a bad time. But fingers crossed on that. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. Uh, but how are y'all doing? How has the weekend been? Sorry, I don't know why I'm very itchy right now. My back is just itchy immediately. I could get away with this when I was just 2D. It doesn't work as well with 3D and all that fun hand tracking. I've also added a new redeem. I don't know if it'll get used this stream, and I was testing it earlier, and it will need some help. But I updated an older model of mine, quote unquote. It's not of my Sona, it's of my D&D character. And I was testing her a little bit before stream, and it's it's gonna need adjustments in the mouth for the most part, because I didn't even do any like normal testing of what is this program called, VC Face. I didn't do the normal testing of it, so I had not seen how the mouth looked when I started going, and it's gonna need some tweaks. The mouth just doesn't really open very much, and there's a lot of teeth going on, so with the limited mouth opening, you're just seeing a lot of white. So I will have to probably fuss with her a bit the more that I use her. But it's a new redeem. I thought it would be fun to kind of have a thing where it's like, oh, if people want to temporarily have me change into a completely different appearance for a bit, I think I put it at like 400, like 400 favors. I forget, but it's there. It's fun. Um, I don't know if it'll pop this stream. So I actually don't know how long the stream is gonna go once I get going. Because the whole mission statement of the stream today is the Pokemon DLC. I never finished it. I've had it. I don't know what's going on with this hand. Because I've got this weird line. I don't I don't know what this line is on my thumb. I don't know if it's on my other models, because I've been using the same like thing that I've been like making my other models on, and I don't know why all of a sudden there's this weird line on the thumb, and there's also this weird sparkling effect, and it's happening because I've got this extra filter on that increases the outline around me, and I don't really want to turn it off. Is it happening on this hand? Okay, so it is happening on this hand. So there's something weird in the particle affecting in like the what's it called? In the transparency. It's something's happening there. It's picking up particles and it's outlining them. And it just wasn't as prevalent on the other models. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if something went wrong. I'm pretty sure I toggled off the transparencies on this, but let me see if I switch model. If it's different or at all different. The thumb's normal. There's a little bit of particling, but not nearly as severe. You can also kind of see, I need to update this model anyway, but the hair is different. There's this, like, extra weird bumpage here that isn't on the new model, because I finally kind of, like, got my shit together, and I've started experimenting with the, like, the hair stuff in Vroid, and it's more accessible than I kind of realized it was. But that transition looks a lot cleaner now. But it's at some point between me opening up Vroid yesterday and updating that hair, I somehow messed up the hand. Let me see about the Christmas one. I don't think it's on this one either. Let's see. Yeah, nope. Hand's normal. I just don't know what's going on with this last one. And the particling, again, it's still kind of there, but it's not as bad. I just don't know what's happening with this most recent one. And I, like, assume between me making these models and then me running them through the AR kit, I just assume they'll be fine. And then there's something wrong with his hand, and I don't really know what is... I don't know what the issue is. Because it's not... Well, I guess there's something weird over here, because there's a line on the palm. So it's not the same on this hand, but there's something happened. I don't know what happened. I'll need to look at the model later when I think about it. But something's definitely occurred with this hand. With the hands in general. But the... Oh, actually, I didn't update this. Oh, okay. So the hair is still out of date right now. So I mixed up when I did things. But I have a version of this model where the hair is... It just melds better with the head. And I haven't made updated, like, functional models yet. And it's a bit of extra work. Because it's not just me, like, saving the model and it just automatically updates. I have to take the models and export them as VRMs and then throw them into Unity and throw them through a couple little programs to get the face up and running. And at this point, I haven't done any, like, personal tweaking in HanaTool or whatever it is on the actual expression work. So I don't have to, like, do manual updates every time. I just have to run it through a couple programs, and it's all good to go. I get all my little extra facial bones. But yeah, I would just have to do some more work. And I haven't done it yet, and I have to update all these models anyway for the hair, and have to see what's wrong with this hand. But I'll do that later. Let me set a reminder for myself to do that in, like, 3 hours? I don't imagine this stream is gonna go super long, because I think all that's left, because what I have left to do with the DLC is, when you get enough Pokemon in your Pokedex for the new area, you can talk to Perrin. And I believe she is just showing you the new Paradox Pokemon, which I think is 2 things. It's Raging Bolt, and whatever the Entei thing is, I don't really know what that is. But that's all I have to do. And I forget how long it took in the first DLC. It was like an hour or so. Because you had to go to an area and do a little mini game, and then it appeared. And I don't know what the case is for this one, but it's 2 Paradox Pokemon in this case. So I don't know what it's going to be. But I believe we're going to... All I know is I am pretty confident we're going to Area 0. That's all I really know. So... Bleh. Remind me in 3 hours to check why model hands are weird and update model AR kits with new hair. Okay. I'm also unsure, because currently right now with this model, you can't really see it because of the angling, but I have, like, human legs, and those of you who've seen on Twitter, I've actually made a, like, it's very rough, but I've made vaguely satyr legs with, like, hoof and everything. So I can start, like, putting that onto models. You really can't see it with how I typically am using the model on stream. But I've been unsure whether or not I want to put it in, because, like, right now the state of the hooved legs are, yeah, it technically is more correct for what I want this model to be. I don't think it looks as good as other iterations do when it's just a human leg. And that's just because I personally don't really know how to get it to the place I want to be. So I don't know. I think what I might do is, I don't know. I might make all, because the big thing about my unsurety is, even on stream, if you're not really seeing the satyr legs, if I do, like, make more material that utilizes the model, like with my, like, the VRM desktop, where you can do, like, full body poses, obviously you're gonna be seeing the legs more often, and it will have a different effect with the crude satyr legs versus the human leg. So I've been debating whether or not do I want to make multiple versions of models, because if I want to do that, I'll have to do, like, VRMs of, I'll have to run it through the AR kit stuff with these alternate models if I want to have, like, a version of both. But yeah, I'm just thinking out loud, because I've had vague thoughts, but I haven't, like, really committed to really do either one. I think because I want to have it with the proper satyr legs, but I'm unsure because I'm not super happy with how the legs look currently. Even if they are there, it's better than nothing, but I'm not sure if I like how it's really executing right now. But that's not what we're here. We're here for Pokemon. We're not here for me being like, I don't know what I want to do. So let's pop on over there. I also, I don't know why the model is so tiny right now when you upgrade it. If only I could click on it, that'd be nice. But for those of you who are more familiar with my stream layout, I just updated it a little bit. I didn't do a major change, but I've kind of reshuffled, I've readjusted the proportions on the stream. The actual game itself covers more of the screen. Why did my hand drop down? Come back here. The game covers the stream more. The chat is smaller, it's a lot thinner. We have a little bit of overlap down here, because I thought it looked fun. But I'm trying this out right now. I've been unsatisfied with how my stream has looked, and I've been thinking about whether or not I want to, like, get a different stream layout, see if I can commission something, and I think down the road I'll probably commission something. One of the big things I like about my layout currently is that there's not a fixed box for the content, as I call it. Whatever the main visual is that I'm, like, wanting to showcase here, I've liked that the direction I take with my layouts is that it's a very loose area. So if it's not perfectly fitting this 1920 by 1080 resolution, there's still, like, room to adjust. But whatever. I'll probably keep reshuffling. I'm still not incredibly happy with this. The problem is that I don't know how to articulate what it is I don't really like about it. It feels rudimentary. It feels very rudimentary. It feels like it's a lot more obvious to me because I'm the one constructing this. I'm like super aware of all the moving parts that go into this. So to me, it just feels like a very like loosely cobbled together like set of like parts. And that's because that's what it is technically, but you as a viewer, you are seeing this as like a more cohesive thing. And you might agree that it looks kind of rudimentary. You might think like, oh well, I think it like looks well together. And I think one of the big things is that there's a lack of outline on like this game box. And I tried to put the filter on, but it just doesn't want to pick up for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. Let me just try it one more time. I don't think this will suddenly fix it. But I wanted an outline, and I couldn't seem to get one to pop up. Let me just experiment real quick. Yeah, nothing's popping up at all. And it should be, at this point, very obvious, so... I don't know why it's not popping up on it. It might be because it's a game capture. I don't know. I've even tried putting it in a folder and applying it on top of that. Let me actually try that again, because stroke test. I don't think this will change anything, but I just want to try one more time. Just to see if I can make this work, because I really want this to work. Yeah, I don't think so. Let me go on the yellow, make the stroke size huge. And it updates in real time, so... Yeah. Whatever it is about this... Let me remove it. Yeah. So it doesn't want to work, and that's fine. Whatever. I'm not bummed. I am bummed. But that's not critical right now. I'll one of these days I'll either make my own layout or figure out a layout that I like better. But today's not that day. Today is Pokemon time, and I haven't touched this game, I think, since I played after I streamed previously, but really the only thing that I did was I did like I did a bunch of like, I guess, ball gacha? I don't really know what to call this. I updated this room. It's the modern? I forget what this room is called, this room type, but I updated the room, and I've nearly completed my Pokedex. There's only 4 things that I haven't, like... What's the term for it? I haven't... What are words? I have not gotten everything. There's 4 things I haven't gotten. And it's... Oh. It's only these legendaries right here. The new paradoxes from Scarlet and Violet. That's all I have left. What I did do, and I'm very proud of this, is all of the starters. I'm also going to readjust me real quick. Yeah. Make me feel more screen. I got all the starters via trades. Because what the intended experience is supposed to be is you're supposed to unlock them, essentially, via the battle point system. But, like, you would get 1 out of 4 areas with 3,000 battle points, and I just didn't want to spend that much on such like a minimal thing. So I spent, I think, like 3 or 4 hours just like going through like there are these like anonymous trade things that Austin John put together. Also I need to update my team down here. But there were these like these anonymous trades you can do that like Austin John, the YouTube channel, helped coordinate, where people could anonymously just trade with people. And I went through that and was able to get all of the starters I didn't have through those trades. And who do I not need? I don't need Shiny Tim, and I don't need Krasinska. Krasinska, Gamora. Okay. But something that was really cool was that... what's happening? Was that when people were trading, occasionally you would get somebody who was, like, not giving you the Pokemon you originally, like, were looking for. And initially when that would happen, it would be like, oh, well, you just kind of end the trade. Normally it's because someone is giving you, like, you're going in and you're doing the trades for, like, Generation 5, and you're going to the trade because one person's supposed to be trading the fire type and one's trading the water type, but you enter the trade and both of you offer the water type, and typically that means that, like, oh, you're both trying to get the fire type, neither of you have it, and the trade. But then I started to get, I got a person who, like, they offered me a completely unrelated Pokemon to the trade. Like, it'd be like, again, I'm going into the Generation 5 trade for water and fire. I'm bringing the water type in, and this person's bringing in a Cyndaquil. And my gut reaction was like, oh, this isn't right. We go out, we, like, end the trade. But I didn't have Cyndaquil yet. And this person's offering me Cyndaquil. And then they say yes to the trade. And, like, then you just start just doing random trades after that of things neither of you have. It was very weird. It was very fun to just, like, connect with these people who were like, yeah, I'm just kind of just down to trade whatever. So I just started doing that too, where I wasn't super happy that I was doing this, where I was going into trades without the Pokemon that they were looking for at all. But, like, you can tell when people just don't have something yet that you have. And so, like, at the end of the day, we're both still benefiting. We're both getting Pokemon that we don't have beforehand. It's less work down the road. I also got someone traded me a shiny Cyndaquil and a shiny like Bazil, I forget what they're called, from Arceus. And I got a collection of shinies from trading that were, like, definitely, like, not real. These seem like they could be real. They might not. That's entirely possible if they're not real. But for the most part, they seemed legit. So, like, I thought that was cool. And my plan at some point is to trade my Cyndaquil over to my Legends Arceus save to get it, like, fully leveled up, so I have a shiny, a shiny Cyndaquil evolution, Typhlosion, a shiny Hisuian Typhlosion, but that will be something I'll just have to do one day, and today is not the day. But I found out when I was doing, like, evolving, that, even as from Hisui, it doesn't organically evolve into the Hisui variant while in Paldea, so that's something I'll have to do. These aren't lined up. Let me do that. Okay, now we're ready to go. I have to go and talk to... Let's do one ball gotcha. Let's do one as a little treat. A little fun. We have to print some items on the item printer. I would. I've actually got it to the Master Ball level. I went to the Master Ball level, so it's as efficient as humanly possible, and I will occasionally get like a bonus to my thing. And it's fun. You get a lot of items from it. I kind of wish that I'd known about this earlier, but then again, whatever. It's a lot of useful items, but for me, who doesn't play a ton of the game once all the main content is done, it's not super useful, but it's just kind of fun to do it. Like, a bunch of ability patches. I don't really use those all that much, because I have, like, my fixed teams. And for some reason, none of the Pokemon I have really have, like, hidden abilities or, like, alternate abilities that would be preferable. Which is funny. That wasn't intentional, it just sort of happened that way. I think Bingle has something that I could switch her to, but I just didn't want to do it for whatever reason. I think, like, protein or something. And I just never switched her over. What is all this stuff? A prism scale. I don't need that, but that's good to have. I don't know what that ball mushroom is. And I don't know why it's silver. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more and then we'll be off. But yeah, this whole machine is very cool. I didn't know what it was at the beginning of the DLC. And I kind of wish I had looked into it a little bit more because it's fun. I'm also having terrible luck. I've gotten 1 gold, I think. Also, one of the big reasons why you might actually want to upgrade to the Master Ball level as opposed to just staying at Ultra Ball level, these ones that have, like, multiple, like, things being pulled, unless you're at Master Ball level, you are only going to get, like, 1 of every item, unless you get, like, a lucky round where you get, like, double items. This is super helpful in situations where it's, like, you have 6 experience candies, or you have 10 honeys. It's very helpful. But we're gonna start going. It looks like we have an ad break popping up, so I'll do one more run. I'll do one more run for me. They're not the non-subscribers and the non-ad blockers aren't seeing this. They don't have to know. Oh. We're getting a gold. It's 1. My god. And it's a lucky egg. Wow. So cool. Also, it is so funny with the way this DLC has been. I have so many Terra shards of, like, if you're someone who wants to get into competitive and you really want to, like, have or try out different, like, Terra types, this DLC is going to make that so much easier, because it's such a hassle to have to go and get enough Terra shards to, like, move a Pokemon over. And let me see how many, like, I have now. Let's see. No, not boxes. I guess we can see all my, little Pogies now. Let's see. What page do I have you guys on? Here we go. These are all of them, that I've collected. Bayleaf, I never fully evolved this one. I prefer the Bayleaf design over the funnel evolution, so I'm just kind of keeping this guy here, because I'm not using these guys for really anything, I don't think. And this Quilava, I'm keeping like this until I bring it over to Arceus. which I'll do at some point. It's like right at the right level. And this ball, if you can see up there, the ball, it's weird, because it's caught in like the Hisui like chestnut balls, and for whatever reason those designs aren't present in this game, so they just have this like placeholder orb that it's in, which when I first saw that I was like, I have never seen this ball before, what is this? And so I didn't realize at first when I got this Pokemon that it was from Hisui, because I kind of forget that you can trade Pokemon out. But yeah, we've got everybody. I've considered doing some more work with them, and I've got obviously a lot of extras because I did some like just breeding, so that if I wanted to just start throwing Pokemon out, I could, for the trading stuff. I might do a stream at some point where I just like wonder trade a bunch of stuff out. But I've just got all these guys from just doing little bits of breeding, and was kind of curious to see if I could snag a shiny just out of nothing. I should trade out, actually, Mittens and Breakin before I forget. Wherever they are. There you are. Looked over there and saw that 100 level. Was like, wait a minute. Something's wrong here. I think I've done everything. I'm remembering now, there's something that goes on with the... What are they called? The Team Star people. There's something with them that I haven't engaged with at all. There's some stuff at the school you can do. I haven't touched any of it. I just really haven't touched this game much at all since I finished up getting all the starters. I was back and forth if I wanted to do another stream of it again, and I was like, you know what, why not? I'm too close to this woman. Hi, Perrin. Hey, Sema, don't tell me. You already got yourself 200 of the terrarium? Impressive. It was hard work. I worked hard to get all those starters. Well, look at you, putting on all that effort. I like to see that in a kid. You probably know more about the Pokemon in the terrarium than I do, and I got here first. I guess you've earned yourself that hot tip. Take a look at these photos, would you? What? What? I don't know what I'm looking at. That's... Raging Bolt with its head cut off? When did you go to Area 0? See those strange Pokemon? That first one is called Gouging Fire, and the other one is Raging Bolt. Totally unknown Pokemon in totally unknown places. If they're real, it'd be a huge deal. That kid popped into existence. Apparently, these places are in Paldea. You have any idea where, Sema? I do, actually. I'm wondering who took those photos, because those are some spots you are not allowed to go to. Wow, are they famous spots? I want to visit them. Of course, you know how it is these days. These photos could totally be fakes. But, if you want to know for sure, maybe you should go to try to search these Pokemon out. I can show you the photos again anytime you like, just give me a shout. If you find me something good, Sema, I've got faith... And find me something good, Sema, I've got faith in your survey skills. So we just go? Let me talk to her again. Hey there. Want another look at those mysterious photos? Sure. It's definitely Area 0. I'm kind of confused as to what... It kind of looks like a tree? Like, I recognize that's supposed to be the Entei one, but I'm just kind of confused how to interpret it. And then Raging Bolt is just by some rocks. Apparently they're taken somewhere in Paldea. Go survey, bring me good news. Okay, so she's not coming with us, so she's not gonna be breaking government stuff. Oh! Perhaps a shiny Jangmo thing, if this goes by pretty quickly, wouldn't hurt. Why am I getting a bunch of text? I got a weird text. I've got a D&D group that we thought we weren't going to be playing for like another year, and the DM was suddenly like, oh, by the way, we might be playing next month if everything works out for people. And one of the players just wrote, I just realized that for this game, wait for characters might be an important thing for us to know. Which is a very interesting message to get out of the blue. And I'm not sure what that talks about, outside of I know that this player is trying to do a character who can like carry as much stuff as possible weight wise, and I'm wondering if he's asking because of that. I think my character would be pretty light. She's built very slight, but the question would be is like how dense she is, and I think she'd be pretty light, but I don't know. I'll have to do some research to determine how heavy my character is. Okay. We got a little Corviknight. So I'm looking for a waterfall and then down there. So I have to... Let me go up here, maybe. I don't think you're shiny. I want to go up here. I want to see if I can get a better vantage point. Because this Gouging Fire is up by a waterfall is what it looked like, and I feel like it's just smarter to just like start as high as possible, and then go down after that. Let me climb up here. What I'm curious about is how close I'm gonna have to get to like summon a cutscene. Which reminds me, I should probably... I'm trying to think, because I'm gonna run into the Entei one first, which is probably gonna be some form of fire type. And then I don't know after that what else it is. Because Walking Wake, what was Walking Wake? It was... Water Dragon, so they might just be dragon types. Probably Terra type is gonna be dragon. I'll just put Auntie Gaga first. I don't know. I feel like she's powerful in her own right, so... And I'm wondering if this battle is gonna be like a boss battle like Ursa Luna was, or if it's gonna be more like a raid battle, because that will obviously change things. Okay. I don't see it over here, so let's start moving. I'd actually probably be happy if it's not just a dragon type. A fire dragon. I'd be interested to see it be something different. Because it's so easy to just be like, oh, big important Pokemon, slaps dragon type on it. Wait, it can fly! I forgot about that. Oh my god, the flight in this game it's such a convenience. I was like, damn, I have to like start jumping. Thank you, Braverary, for appearing when you did and helping me realize that I can just fly to where I want to go. The the courses, that the additional courses you can do, I think there's like, I think there were 3 on top of the initial one, and I think the last one was really the only one that gave me like a challenge, I think. Like, they call it like the super hard one. Oh my god. Interesting. I'm gonna save real quick. It's got that plume behind it. Hi, friend. Can I take a photo of you? Can you look at me? Ooh, I got it. Can I not? Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Forgot I had to flip it around first. Let me do a fun little face. Alright, look to me, boy. Come on, look over here. Yeah! Alright, so even if this thing kills me outright, I still have photos for Perrin. Alright. Let's game. Oh. You're just gonna let me just walk up? I'm gonna take some good photos of you, buddy. Perrin's gonna be really happy. Can I take a different filter? It looks like these old, like the old photos, like during the expeditions. Can you look at me? Yeah! This is fun. Alright, let's go. Let me save real quick. I know that they don't, like, register the whole stuff, in the game. Engra? Angra. Hi. You look really fluffy. Alright, let's see what this thing is. Gouging Fire. I can just immediately throw a Pokeball? I mean, why not? Quick Ball! Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh god. You moved! Yay! Okay. Let's just assume that Dazzling Gleam is gonna hurt. Burning Bulwark. It protected itself. Interesting, it's got a protect thing. Is it gonna hurt me back? I guess not. Okay, so that wasn't super effective. Neither was that, because I'm a pure psychic. Let's just do Lumina Crash, just to... Oh my god! Wow, this thing is not competent. Let's see, what do I want to put you in? Let's just do a Premier Ball, for fun. I'm kind of sad that these aren't, like, interesting. Like, the whole, like, first DLC was like, oh, we've got a whole, like, cutscene, and it's like oh, like the big fight. Like, this is just like, hey, here's a thing, go catch it. It's like, oh, okay. Could have done this off stream and saved me a good bit of time. Yay! That was easy. Well. Hey, you leveled up! Granted, I was nearly 15 levels higher than it, but, like... I'm assuming the DLC expects you to go after this thing before you finish the DLC. I don't want to name it anything. I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, no. Go to the box. Its design is interesting. It's a lot. It's very front-heavy. Alright, and then this other one... Actually, let me see. Because I don't know what your... Yeah, Fire Dragon. That doesn't shock me. What are your stats? They're all pretty good. Okay. Oh, he's quirky! He's quirky! That's fun. Okay. Alright, now let's go after this last one. Where is it? It was by some rocks in the water. I kind of remember an area like that. Is it you? Where is it? Let me just see what's down here, because I don't really remember what this is. I don't remember this cave. Oh my god. Oh. Ah! Run! Run away! Oh. You me? Patea! Interesting. I'm so sick of fleeing Flabébés. Oh my god, they're so small. Okay, now where's the Raging Bolt? I'm trying to think of like where else it could be, because it was by water where there were rocks. Maybe it's over here? Oh, here we go. He's just hanging out. Alright, photo time. You gonna do a little animation for me? Can I see your face a bit better? It's literally the most boring presentation you could have had for this guy. Oh. That's kind of fun. Still boring, but fun. Alright, let's go. Raggle! I can't see its face at all. Is it gonna look down at all at me? I can't even see it! Oh my god, it's a Alolan Executor all over again. Oh no, Thunderclap this ass. I might kill this thing on accident. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God, what do I have this week against this thing? Breakin would be good. Because she's gonna have... I can do the toxic thing. It's not gonna hurt much, but it's still gonna do damage. And it won't poison, I don't think. So I'm not gonna be at risk of, like, lingering damage. Oh. Ow. Perfect. Oh my god, perfect. Just one more of those and we're, like, fit for the money. Yes! God, I wish I had mittens out. That would have been helpful. I was so prepared for this to be like an interesting fight. I didn't think that I should bring mittens. Alright, time to start dealing with... Time to start dealing with the catch rates of legendaries, which is a nightmare. And I've heard people be like, oh, well, it's good that we still have these really high catch rates for legendaries because it makes it feel more special. And I'm like, if the thing making it feel special is the fact that it's hard to catch, I feel like they're kind of missing the point of what makes a legendary interesting or special. I have very strong feelings about the reliance on making it hard to catch a good thing. As me, who's a casual player, who likes the legendaries but doesn't like the annoyance of having to catch things. Let me go over to an Ultra Ball. I want it to be in a Premier Ball, but if I can't make that happen, then whatever. I don't think I have anything that will put it to sleep either, so I might be kind of screwed on that front. I think I've had to reset once so far this game on catching legendary, and it was one of the quartets, the Ruinous Quartet, I think. I think it was the Moose that I had to reset on, because I think it just, like, I forget if it wiped my team or it wiped itself somehow, but something happened where, like, I just was unable to keep going. It probably started to struggle, I think. Because I generally have enough revives and whatnot to catch it. Bye, Auntie Gaga. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's see. How about Ochre? How about you pop out? The Gourmand. What even is your ability, Raging Bolt? I can't see your face, so I can't even look at you in battle. I get to see it for that split second that you're on screen. So it's got a special and a physical version of a dragon move. That's interesting. I wonder what the intent is behind that. And I wonder if the Gouging Fire had that as well, and I just didn't have it around long enough to see it. Man, I wish that this camera would actually allow me to see this thing as it's doing its stuff. This game has been out a year now. Okay, timer ball. It's caught, it's caught. Yep, it's dragon as well. No nickname. Okay. Let me switch out. I'm just gonna put them in the party purely so that we can show, Perrin more readily. How do I get to the map? You. Let's crack my neck real quick. A healing would be good. Maybe we can fight Perrin, that would be interesting. I know there's a whole thing now when you beat the DLC where they're like, oh, you can go and, like, fight all the teachers and the gym leaders in, like, a special thing. And if you fight everything, then you get, like, you get an extra cool fight and you get a prize. And I looked it up and it's dumb. It's dumb and it's stupid, and I don't know why they designed it like that. Sama, that Pokemon. Isn't that the Pokemon from the picture? It's both of them, actually. It's a real-life Gouging Fire. Look at the shape of its head. There are rumors that say this fellow can make a magma erupt from the ground just by roaring. Haha, if that were true, then this thing would be a real fearsome threat to face. Now let me just snap a couple pictures here. Perrin, you're never gonna believe this. I've got the other one. This can mean the other Pokemon I showed you is real too. Refer back to me if you find it, okay? We'll consider this. Really? Really? Are you kidding? Oh my god. I'm annoyed. Okay, that's dumb. That is dumb that they don't bother to put in the code to like check to see, you got the other one? The Pokemon, is it the same dialogue? That neck is boy, that neck is almost too much to fit in one frame. Rumor has it this fellow can cover the whole sky with dark clouds and bring lightning crashing down just by swinging that long neck around. If that were true, I'd say the same dialogue as before. Actually went and found both. I can't even be surprised. That's just like you, Sama. Between you and me, I was having a hard time focusing on my own work. I couldn't keep my mind off those photos. You saved me. I know I didn't promise any rewards or anything, but I've got to thank you for putting the mystery to rest. Here you go. This prize is a real catch. A sport ball? That's fun. Huh. A special Pokeball that was used during the bug catching contest in the Johto region. It's wild how much mystery is left in the world, isn't it? When you're a kid, you can just run wholehearted wherever you want. But it's not so easy when you get older. You keep running, Sama. Find unknown Pokemon, have great adventures. Do it for me. And now, I think I'd like to get back to work. Hi, Growlithe, puppy. Well. How do I activate the thing? No, I'm in the wrong bag. Where are you? Synchro Machine. How do I use you? This is a hardly place. This is exactly the place to use it. What are you talking about? Excuse me? What are you talking about? This is the place to use it. Am I, like, losing my mind? Oh, he's so cute. He's so kitty. There's like a button you press. It's like, no, what is it? What is it? Let me Google it, because my brain is empty and I don't have any thoughts. Google Pokemon DLC, how to use Synchro mode. I can't type mode. I'm gonna use Synchronize. You can synchronize by holding down the L button, then tapping the right. Oh, there we go. Okay. So just do it again when you want to leave it. That makes sense. Okay. Let me see the kitty. Ooh. Is that how I attack? Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Is this walking weird? Doesn't look to be sliding, but it does look odd. Let me run out and execute and see how it looks. If I keep running forward, I'll run into something. Okay, boring. Its butt looks like it's just a lightning coming out of a cloud. It's a fun design. I don't know if it's a good design. I would like to stop the synchro mode, please. Okay. Let's do you as well. Ooh, you're fast. Ooh. I'm gonna get ya. I feel like this is a stronger design. And I don't know if it's because it's just so similar to Entei already. And the whole shape of the Raikou one is just kind of a real departure. I still think Walking Wake of the trio is the strongest one, because it has the balls to push it as far as it did, while still remaining some aspects that are kind of recognizable to Suicune. I do think, though, if they had introduced Walking Wake and said it was its own Pokemon, I think they could have gotten away with that, because it's so different. But whatever. Let me look at it again. Let me look at my boy. Yeah, it's just so different. And when it comes to Gouging Fire and it comes to Raging Bolt, like you can't really see his face because of the angle, but their faces are just like copy and paste. And then Walking Wake is like its own thing, and it's fascinating. These are much weaker designs, I think. But again, personal opinion. That might be it, though. It's been about an hour. Definitely underwhelmed by how all of that went. I was expecting something more akin to how the Ursa Luna was, but they didn't want to do that for whatever reason. And whatever, I paid $35 for this. I think, because I've basically finished the DLC. Everything else is just kind of like, eh. I hesitate to say whether or not I think this is worth $35. It's interesting. I just think that this should have been in the base game, even if it was released later. Because in total, this is like, what? Was Pokemon 65, or was that Tears of the Kingdom? I forget. Tears of the Kingdom was 65, this was just 60. So in total, you're spending like $95 on this entire game. If everyone who worked on it were properly compensated, I wouldn't have as much of a problem with it, but we know that's not the case. So no, I would say with how buggy this game has been, how bad the technical execution of it has been, no, I don't think this is worth $95. I think you gotta get the base game discounted at the minimum. And I don't think it's possible to get a discount on the DLC, but if you can, go for it. I got this game discounted. I think I got the base game for $45, because I was very stupid. And I bought a really discounted edition on eBay. I got very lucky that there's nothing wrong or nefarious with it, but, yeah. Don't get this entire package if you can't get a discount, I don't think. And if you haven't gotten this game already at this point as well. I feel like if you're interested in the DLC, you probably already have the game, so yeah. It's interesting, it's fun, I had a fun time. I'm a little disappointed with how some things executed. I don't think that this game had a strong conclusion, but there is some sort of epilogue coming in like a week or so, so we'll see how that wraps things up, but we'll see. But thanks for hanging out today. I'm gonna go hang out with some friends, so I'm not gonna be doing a raid. Well, let me see. Let me see if there's anybody I want to pop in and say hi to. Don't know who's streaming currently. Aries is streaming. I haven't jumped into one of her streams in a hot minute. Let me do that. Let's go say hi to Aries. I've not gotten to see her in a hot minute. And she's also doing Scarlet and Violet. So let's do the raid over there. So here's the raid message. If you are following me, you should be able to do that entire emote. All those emotes are raid specific. Or not raid. They're follow specific. Trying to copy it and it's not letting me. Whatever, I'll copy off of this. But thank you guys for hanging out today. I'll see you guys later. I'm probably going to stream again at some point this week to do more Chants of Sonar. So stay tuned for that. And have a great day. Have a wonderful week. And make sure to hydrate. But I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.